Hey guys, it's Becca. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. Today is the finale for my Summer Pan That palette, my Summer Focus palette, where I have been playing with the Summer in St Tropez by BH Cosmetics. I have made a lot of progress with this palette over the last few months. I'm very excited to share that with you and some of my thoughts on the palette as a whole. If you're interested in hearing about that and seeing the progress, then just keep on watching. Since last winter, I have been focusing on a seasonally appropriate color story palette for 3 months, and then I switched to a new one. I am very excited to continue doing this project, and finally, since we are now moving into fall, this is the finale for the summer one, and I'm going to reveal at the end the fall palette that has been chosen. I did open up voting at the last update for this project, and we will be able to see what I'll be focusing on for the next couple of months. So here's the palette that I've been playing with for the last couple of months. I have been so excited about using this beautiful, bright color story. I've actually been mostly excited about kind of the yellows and the pinks and the purples in here, though I have gotten a little bit of use out of that one corner with the blues and the red and the hot pink. But before I show you what it's looking like now, I'm just going to show you the progression since we started. And here is what we are looking like now. I know last month we had these 3 pans and I thought maybe we'll hit pan here, and we did. We got a nice juicy pan in this one. This dip is starting to look pretty luscious as well. It's hard to tell, I think, on camera, but this one is starting to show a lot of use. So I have been using the heck out of this palette. At first I was really just drawn to these pinks and purples, and now we're getting into fall. I'm being more drawn to these yellows and golds. I do have a swatch video of this palette, as well as a 3 looks 1 palette video where I tried a couple of different kinds of looks. I still love the pinks and the purples the most, but I do love this whole outside corner here. These ones I would probably be happy to switch out with some other shades, but these ones here, I love every single one of those. The formula is beautiful. They are bright. They blend the way I want them to. Even this little yellow pastel color here. I'm not big into pastel eyeshadows, but this one here, it works the way I want it to. It's not super duper vibrant, but it has pigment to it. You'll see it whenever you put it on your eyes. You will see it. So it's very pretty, and I did like to kind of use that to buff out the edges of some of my more yellowy orangey looks. I also really liked this one to pair with some of my more sunset and bronzy looks. I am wearing a couple of these shades today. I think it's this one and this one I am wearing on my eyes today in conjunction with some of my other projects, but I'm loving this. We have 4 pans in this palette, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen a photo of how the palette's looking now, plus the uses for each pan and the total uses for this month. Hopefully on the screen somewhere I will have the total number of uses for the duration of this project. And when I say uses, each time I use a shadow for a look, that one is going to be 1 use. So today, since I did use these 2 shades, that would be 2 uses right now. So 1 use in this shade and 1 use in that shade. And my goal overall was to use this at least 50 times per month, for an average of about 50 times each month, so we would have at least 150 uses by the end of this little short project. And I know we made that because we had over 150 at last update, so I'm very curious to add them all up and see where we're at now. So as much as I loved this palette, it is time to put it away, and we're going to be focusing on the fall Pan That palette that was chosen by you guys. And I think if you watched that video and voted and kind of peeked in on how the voting was going, you're not going to be surprised about which one was chosen, but I will kind of present all 4 of the options again. The first one was the Natasha Denona mini palettes. I had 2 of them. One was the mini gold and the other one was the Boxycharm peak palette. I kind of combined those together into a choice. The next one was the Sea Color Fairy Tale palette, and it was the gingerbread spice dupe. from Too Faced, which I thought was a beautiful fall color story. And then of course we had the Pumpkin Spice from Too Faced was the third choice, and then the fourth one was the Karity Picante palette with all those beautiful golds and yellows and reds and oranges, and then that row of plummy purples at the bottom. And the voting, you guys have spoken, and we are going to be focusing on the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette for the next few months. If you are not familiar with the palette, here is what it looks like. This one was my birthday present from my husband last year, so there is some good use on it already. I already kind of know which shades I love the most, and it's going to be this bottom row with the purples and the pinks, plus this half of this row here with the greens and the grunginess going on. But even the other ones, the orange and this row of creamy kind of peachy colors, I love that as well. So for me, the most intimidating shades are going to be like this bright orange and this bright pink, and then I'm just not usually drawn to browns. But other than that, I think this is going to be a very fun and easy palette to use in the coming months. So as far as goals with this project, I am not sure that I'm going to be able to hit any pans. I don't think I've ever hit a pan in a Too Faced palette before, and I've seen other people work on them, and sometimes it can take 50, 60, 70 uses to hit pan in one of these shades, so that's not necessarily my goal. That would be very exciting if I'm able to hit some pans, but my goal is going to be that I want to use this palette at least 60 times each month, and that's going up a little bit from the 50 times just because I have 2 additional shades. Those one only had 16 shades, this one has 18 shades, and hopefully by the end of the project we will have used this 180 times when we move into the winter. If there's any shades that I might be able to hit pan on, I would imagine that it would be this kind of grungy green shimmer, maybe this purpley shimmer, and maybe this pink shimmer. I'm being a little ambitious, I think, because I'm not that good at hitting pan and shimmer shades. If I'm going to be looking at matte shades, it might be this one, or this one. So kind of in the bottom half of the palette. I feel like there's some that may be potential like possibilities, but I have seen how difficult it is to hit pan, so I'm not holding my breath. I'm just going to enjoy playing with this. Hopefully I'll be able to put up another 3 looks 1 video. I have done one of those in the past. I also have a swatch video of this already, and I will go ahead and link that one down below. So there you have it, a very successful finale, I think, to using the Summer in St Tropez. We have 4 pans. I've loved using this palette. I've used it so many times, and I love almost every shade in it, and we get to move into the Pumpkin Spice palette with this beautiful pink and purple and green color story that I am looking forward to using so much, and hopefully we will be able to see some good progress on this palette by the end of the fall. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are staying healthy and safe and in good spirits, and I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye!